Hello, welcome to my channel, Fans of Color. I'm only streaming on Fans of Color. Um, I co-host this channel. You haven't seen my co-host yet, but they were definitely in the process of writing this. I'm sorry, I confused it too. Um, Cheyenne, what is a they, them, and Shay was is the one who helped me um, gather all the receipts for this video. So today's video we're talking about Riri Hate or Riri Williams or Ironheart from Black Panther. Now this script has been sitting on my laptop for literal months, like about 5 months. By the time I make this, by the time I actually started like sending it around to get reviewed by my co-mods, by my co-mod Cheyenne and my co-host Shay will be with me for the Black Panther review. So you will get to meet her, but yeah, not like in the face. It's gonna be a podcast. We're gonna do a podcast review of Black Panther Wakanda Forever. So, okay, let's get going. Today, we're going to be talking about the misogynoir against Ironheart Riri Williams. So, you might not have heard of Ironheart, and you're probably thinking, why is this light-skinned Latina talking to me about misogynoir? Well, I'll explain a few things. First of all, about myself, I've actually been co-mods with several Black people over the years, and one of my friends, Shay, is a Black woman. She's a dear friend in fandom from the last about 3+ years. And I've realized that in my time online, when I talk about misogynoir, about Black characters and actresses, people automatically think I'm Black. I'm not. Lol, trust me, my sister took a genetic test and we've only got like 8% African ancestry. And I realized that I'm able to handle criticism a lot better because it doesn't get as bad as the hate that Black women get. Like, it's intense amount of misogynoir that Black women in fandom get. Like, their views and opinions and like thoughts on even being discriminated against are not taken seriously, and they're just mocked for it because they're Black women and they don't deserve respect, I guess. But like, I've just shown pictures of myself on FHPOC, or Fans of Color Hate People of Color, fandoms hate people of color. Sorry. Like, I've just shown pictures of myself and I'm like, okay, I'm not Black. I'm saying this as a light-skinned Latina. Like, this is a real thing. Misogynoir is real. And people like back off. They're like, oh, well, okay, maybe you're right. Instead of pushing back. So, yeah, light-skinned and white people seem to like calm down, or at least be less dismissive of me for some reason. So I thought, hey, why not use some of my privilege? As for Ironheart, she's actually Riri Williams, and she's been in the comics for years now. She debuted in 2016 and set to come out in Black Panther. Sorry, I keep talking about it as it's gonna happen, but the movie already came out, so I might use the wrong tense sometimes. Sorry about that. Okay. They've even got the actress that they got for Riri Williams is Dominic Thorne. And after Black Panther Wakanda Forever, she's getting her own show. So that's exciting. As you can tell, I'm really excited for a young Black girl to be getting her own show. However, my friend Shay, who's on Twitter, and I've mentioned already, has noticed and shared with me this ongoing trend of misogynoir against Ironheart Riri. Personally, I can't deal with Twitter because I have enough just trying to keep up with my Tumblr and vlogging. So all the receipts come from Shay. And hopefully you can still see these links after. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just like show a bunch of pictures like right here and like just like over the whole thing. I'm going to show like just a bunch of pictures of the hate, but I want to do some main points of what kind of hate Riri Williams has been getting, and Dominic Thorne, and just Ironheart in general. So I'm going to talk about this post. So I'm linking to an MCU fandoms hate people of color. MCU fandoms hate people of color Tumblr post. And I'm going to show the picture right here. Can you see it? People are mad at her because they think she's going to be a whitewashed Ironheart. It's a 7-year-old girl. Chill the F out, you freaking vultures. 7-year-old Avengers Endgame star asks fans to stop bullying her and her family. Okay, so I did not believe that that Riri Williams fans and Ironheart fans were bullying the little girl that played Morgan Stark on Endgame. So I'm really glad that Shay helped me with this, because I was like, that's like a reach. That's a really reach. It's a straight up lie is what it is. So I'm going through the article now and highlighting the area that's pertinent. Movieweb.com, Avengers Endgame, Lexi Rebbe, bullying video. Anyone who feels the need to bully a 7-year-old girl should really get themselves straightened out. Some MCU fans are angry with her for things that are out of her control, like the possible whitewashing of Ironheart, which doesn't stop them from leaving offensive messages on her social media accounts. Whatever the case may be, it's good to know that there are some fans there helping Jessica Raby, Lexi's mom, to clean up her daughter's Instagram account. If fans are approaching a 7-year-old kid for an autograph, be polite even if she does not want to sign it. But there is no mention of that in the video that that I'm gonna show.
I'm Lexi Wade, and I'm only 7 years
right
old.
Here.
And I mess up sometimes. So my mom and dad gave me tons of talking tos and timeouts.
So anyways,
Believe me.
the video
And
is
if
talking,
I go
but like,
anywhere, and
there was no
I'm
mention
acting a little
of
silly,
any Ironheart fans harassing Lexi Raby.
I'm
There's
just
some tweets
7 years old.
talking
Please don't bully my family. Or me.
that I will put up on here.
Bye.
They already harassed
Love you,
Maureen's actress, a
3000.
tiny little child, over it, despite there
Hi,
never having
I'm
been any
Lexi Wade.
indication that she'd replace Riri. It's a straight up lie. No, there was no Ironheart fans harassing Lexi Rebbe. What the video that I showed of Lexi, you know, talking about how she doesn't like doing autographs all the time. I mean, it's clear that if that had been a problem, why didn't they just say that? But no, this is coming from the fans. There's no indication. There's no proof. I couldn't find any proof on Lexi's Instagram that she was being bullied by Ironheart fans. But it keeps getting quoted. Like, this is a tweet from In-Tight Comic Guy, October 2nd, 2020. I will remind you that these same people attacked the little girl who played Tony Stark's daughter for fear she would replace Riri Williams as Ironheart. There is no reasoning with unreasonable people. So that's one reason for the misogynoir. The second big reason that people like to that hate on Riri Williams is I'm gonna close my lap. Well, I'm just gonna set it outside. Is there's this. I'm gonna try to show the panels. I'm just really cold. My hands need to go in my pockets. There's this panel of Riri when she was a child saying that she wanted her white teacher to say that she would never achieve anything because her idol was a black astronaut that had been told that she was never going to become an astronaut or achieve anything. And so she thought she needed the same kind of motivation. So, like, it's cringe, I guess, but when you're a child and you only see people like you making it one way in life, like achieving their dreams because of out of spite or whatever, like you kind of think that you have to follow the exact same path, right? I mean, it makes sense to me. I don't know why people keep harping on it. They keep saying that she's arrogant, that she's making it all about race, that she's racist. Um, I've seen the panel myself, even though I don't read that many comics. I don't think it's that big of a deal, but people keep bringing it up as a reason to hate on Riri, and it's frustrating. So that's reason number 2, because of her origin story, and how she wanted her teacher to, I don't know, tell her she wasn't going to achieve anything so she could work against that. Okay, so number 3, I'm not going to show any receipts for this. You can find it on your own. I'm going to talk about this just you and me. So there's this porn parody that's from another country. I'm not going to say which. And it's supposed to be a parody of Iron Man, but it's a woman and they call her Ironheart. Now, granted, it seems like, gee, like a lot of people keep saying that Disney Marvel copied Ironheart from that porn parody, but it's just not true. That porn parody came out after the comics of Ironheart, the Ironheart comics. And the reason I'm not showing you any receipts or anything is because I have frankly had enough of seeing that on Twitter. I don't need to see it anymore. I don't want to spread it around. I will tell you that it's called Ironheart. The porn parody is called Ironheart, and it's basically because I guess she's got breasts, and so whatever. So like it looks like, like Ironheart, like a sweetheart, like a sweetheart neckline. It's, yeah. So like it's very annoying. So like these 3 reasons that Ironheart fans harass Lexi Raby, that Ironheart Riri Williams has a stupid backstory because I guess she anticipated racism, which is not wrong when you're a child of color. But it does happen a lot to a lot of children of color, that they get racism and they are told they're not going to be able to achieve anything. And it's pretty tragic. But I mean, I feel like it was probably written with reference to how much things have gotten better, but it's just very frustrating to see people shrug that off, because I mean, I know I had teachers who were racist to me, and that teacher was actually from the year that I got the sweatshirt, 1996. Like, wasn't the only teacher that was racist towards me, but she almost held me back for like a whole year because she didn't believe that that I was capable. But it turned out I was depressed, and we didn't find out I was depressed until I was 17 and a half. And so like when I was 11 and 12 in her class, like, yeah, we didn't have a diagnosis for me on my bipolar disorder. It's just that I wasn't doing any work because I was depressed. So, like, I mean, it's frustrating to me to see people use that panel, the comics panel, against Riri, Ironheart. So yeah, those are just three of the main reasons why I see a lot of hate against Ironheart, Riri Williams. Oh, and then the last one is after the movie came out in Black Panther Wakanda Forever. There's the scene where Shuri, Okoye, and Riri are trying to get away from the feds and the police officers that came knocking on Riri's garage. Okay, so there's a lot of people saying like, "Oh, those poor cops that she killed." The superheroes you're rooting for: Thor, Captain America, um, Iron Iron Man, like even Black Widow. They've all fought Hydra agents, and before, like, especially I'm especially thinking of Captain America, the Winter Soldier, because in that one they um there was no way for Captain America to know who was legitimately a good shield agent and who was a Hydra agent. So he just fought everyone. And it's like kind of the same thing. And they even make it very explicit. The Russo brothers made it very explicit that to show that driving while black is a thing, because they had Hydra agents track down and like and harass Nick Fury while he was in his SUV. And they were dressed as cops. So, like, it's just very frustrating that we have to see this kind of like crap. Like, people are, what, all Blue Lives Matter now. Look at all this damage that she did to cops. Okay, first of all, we know for a fact that the feds, as demonstrated by Allegra Fontaine, I think that's her name, Valentina Allegra Fontaine, I can't remember her name, the one that's played by that one chick from Seinfeld. So she is not a good person. She's recruiting Yelena Belanova. She's recruiting John Walker. She's got some very weird connections. She does not look like a good person. And instead of helping Agent Ross, Everett Ross, she just like found him guilty of treason when all he was doing was trying to help Wakanda. So honestly, I don't understand why people are upset about this. But yeah, like, so those are the four main reasons that, I mean, there's other reasons, of course. Just her existing as a black girl has people all up in arms and hating Riri Williams. And oh, I guess there is a fifth reason. I'm sorry. The fifth reason is there was this boy, oh god, I can't remember what his name was. He was in Iron Man 3. And he actually I can't remember his name whatsoever. They brought him back for the Endgame funeral for Iron Man, Tony Stark. And his name wasn't Morgan. What was his name? I can't remember. But Yeah, like they wanted him to come back as Iron Lad at least, or Ironheart or Iron Lad, and I'm like, oh, come on, guys. He was such a forgettable character. He looks so different now. I didn't even recognize who he was when I saw Endgame. I was like, some random dude. Um, he has not had any entries in the movies, and at least Ironheart was in Black Panther Wakanda Forever, and now she's gonna have her own show. And I think I think it's very probable that uh, Don Cheadle's character Rhodey will be on Ironheart, because um, I mean I'd be shocked if he wasn't on Ironheart. But yeah, like I just I'm so very upset with all this misogynoir against a young black girl. And like I know she's supposed to be 19, so she's technically an adult, but they aged her up for the movies. And like honestly, she was even younger in the comics. I think she was supposed to be 15 or 16 when she made her first suit. And oh, that was the sixth thing. Ugh, six things. Okay, so the sixth thing is that everybody thinks that Riri Williams stole her armor from Tony Stark. Not that she's a genius, they're completely ignoring the comics canon that she's a genius and she just made a very similar um like suit of armor, but they just think, oh, she's stealing Tony Stark's legacy, and it's a lot of bull crap, honestly, and it's just infuriating. And yeah, so that's my very long rant of why people hate Riri Williams. Please look out for these reasons. There's so many YouTube videos of white dude bros just like hating on her, and it's so frustrating because I can't call them out on it without watching their videos, because I'm like, I can't be like, oh, well, you said this and this and this. Well, I don't know, because I refuse to watch their videos because I'm not going to give them my views. I just refuse to, you know? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I will downvote you. I have to go through and downvote a lot of them because Shay um, has receipts on them. But that was exhausting, yeah, and tiring. Thank you for watching. I know I rambled a lot, but I think it's really important that we talk about the misogynoir in fandom, and we talk about um, how important it is to appreciate a black female character like Riri Williams, like Shuri. They're smart, they're intelligent, they're skilled at fighting, and they're not getting their their due because they happen to be black women. And it's frustrating to see that over and over again, because I know it affects the misogynoir in fandom, affects black women especially, because when they try to speak out about it, they're silenced or harassed into silence, or harassed until deactivation or deletion. And I've seen it happen over and over and over again. And it's like over the years, it just keeps happening. And it's like, I don't want Ironheart's show to be a casualty to this misogynoir. But like honestly, fans of color, if you're a fan of color, you've got to step up for Ironheart, because she's amazing, and we're not going to get many chances of seeing black girl magic in Disney media. You know, like Shuri's all grown up, so it's pretty much black girl magic is just Riri now, you know? So especially now that whitewashed or light washed America Chavez, which is a whole other video that I have to talk about. Ugh. All right, talk to you later. Bye.